Hi guys, this is Loopy Lot Loops. Welcome to Loopy Lot Land once again. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back and still watching and you're subscribed, welcome back. Hi. I'm in my kitchen today because it's really hot in my craft room. It's so hot outside, and that tends to be the hottest room in the summertime and the coldest room in the wintertime, despite having replaced windows, etc., etc. But the lighting's better here in the kitchen anyway, so here we are. Ignore the paint scratched off my garage door there. My pit bull Bo likes to jump up on the door to peek and see what's going on outside, and he scratched all the paint off of it. And it's just, it is what it is. It's not that important to me because I love my pit bull. So anyway, welcome to Loopy Lot Kitchen. In my last video, I mentioned that I got this Loops and Threads chenille crochet kit. I got the Dinosaur. So I got it from Michael's. Originally it's priced $9.99. I got it on sale for like $5. So I am going to do a review of this kit. So I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it. So I'm gonna open it, and then I'll get to work and we'll see what I think. Okay, so without further ado, it says 14 plus, skill level advanced. This is a limited time only kit, but it's the first time I've done a Loops and Threads kit. So let's see. Contents: polyester yarn colors, polyester fiber fill, 2 plastic crochet hooks, 1 plastic needle, instruction sheet included. Estimated time to complete project, 8 hours. Care instructions: spot clean with a damp cloth. So that's what the back looked like. Okay. How's it taped? Let me see if I can. Let's point you down so you can actually see the. Let me get some scissors. Okay, so here's the fiber fill. Ooh, it looks fun. So we got the blue yarn. It's really soft. Okay, so these colors are not chenille. These are just regular yarn. Here's the yarn needle. Can you see it? I don't know. It matches my dress. Okay. So these colors are not chenille. So it's only these are chenille. These feel like they're acrylic. Actually, it said polyester yarn color. Okay, polyester, whatever. Whatever. These are instructions. Oh, there's a little bit of black. Oh. Okay, so these are plastic crochet hooks. Plastic. Okay. Very lightweight. They do not say the size of the hook on the hook. Let's see. Read instructions. Read all instructions before beginning project. Okay, so it gives you a lecture about hook size and tension, etc., etc. Gives you a gauge for the chenille yarn and for the polyester yarn. Do not rip out frog the yarn, it will shed and break. Chenille yarn has a fine thread core with fibers attached. It will shed while working with it. Work your stitches slowly until you become familiar with this yarn. We suggest you use embroidery floss or polyester yarn to sew pieces together. Okay. So it gives detailed instructions on each of the stitches. So it's got yarn over, chain stitch, magic ring, slip stitch, single crochet, increase single crochet, decrease single crochet. Steps for the legs and body, arms, head, nostrils, tail, round tail spikes, spine spikes. Say that 3 times real fast. Spine spikes, spine spikes, spine spikes. Assembly and finishing. All right, whatever. It doesn't say with large purple hook. So it's color. I got you. And CA, make a magic ring. CA is blue chenille yarn. You could have just said blue chenille yarn. That's all I'm saying. So I just used a piece of yarn and I put it, like when I finished my round, I put it right there and then it just travels up with me. All right, so round 2, 2 SE and 8 stitch around. It is a little difficult to see your stitches, but you can pretty much feel it. 11, 12, it's very soft. So that was 12 stitches, rounds 3 through 6, SE and each stitch around. I'm going to use their provided needle to weave in my wins. Weave in my wins. I don't know, y'all. I'm not going to record for while I make this whole thing. I just wanted to get started on camera. Let you guys see me get started, and then I'll finish the rest, and I'll come back and I'll show you the finished product and let you know what I thought of the kit. One of my big concerns with kits is that they don't give you enough yarn. And that's especially daunting when they give you warnings at the beginning of the instructions. And they say, don't frog the yarn. Like, that's a concern. So if I make a mistake, what, I'm not supposed to, I can't frog it? Like, I don't know, y'all. We gonna figure it out, though. It's probably not quite as dramatic as they make it sound. Like, they probably just have to say that, like, oh, it's shedding on me. But a lot of times when I get these kits, how many was that? I'll just use the pattern with my own yarn, like once I finish the initial. Like, I learned from doing the kit the first time, and then I kind of do it my own way. But we'll see. They said it's not beginner friendly, so let's just go ahead and knock that out. Not beginner friendly, it's advanced, because it is kind of hard to see the yarn, to see the stitches. Okay, I'm gonna leave my tail for now. All right, so we did round 3. Because it's hard to see the stitches, I am trying to count. Like a lot of times if it's like 3 through 6, I'll count the first, like the third round, I'll count that stitch, and then I'll just roll through the rest of them as long as I know, because, you know, with normal, like there's a normal yarn. There's different kinds of yarn. With, like, for example, acrylic yarn, I can pretty much, you know, I'm not like skipping stitches or anything because you can see the stitches. All right, so that was row 4. It's not like super hard to work with by any means. And that's row 6. So I just did 6 rounds on camera. Probably kind of boring, but whatever. So this particular, the legs and body, there's 30 rounds. So I'm gonna keep on trucking off camera, and I will come back and let you know what I think. So far, so good. The hook it's comfortable to work with. It's smooth working with the yarn. It doesn't like catch or anything. It would have been nice if they had included a stitch marker. That would have been cool. But wait, did they do 2 instruction booklets? Oh, okay, that one's in French. Yeah, this one's in French. So, vous parlez français, you can make the kit. Actually, I think it's vous parlez français, but whatever. Yeah, so I will pop back in once I get this bad boy finished and let you know what I think. Okay? See you there. Okay, guys, I am back. I finished my dinosaur. What's his name? Dylan the dinosaur. So I actually finished this about a week ago, but I went out of town again, so I'm just now making this second half of this video. But so he worked up really, really quick. I found the instructions to be, they were good instructions. I really don't have a I don't really have much of a critique. The only critique that I have is that they used, like in the instructions, instead of saying crochet with the blue chenille, they said crochet, like it was coded. So CA, crochet with CA, instead of saying blue chenille, like they had, all the colors were coded. Like instead of just saying crochet with the color, they used the code, which to me was an extra step that didn't really need to happen. But I mean, if that's my worst critique, whatever. The instructions read very well. They were easy to understand. Yeah, so the hook, a lot of times with patterns I end up having to go down a hook size, and with this one I did not. I used this hook for the entire project. It is just like a flimsy little plastic hook, so it could, I mean, it could break if you like put a whole lot of pressure on it, but it wasn't an issue crocheting. So yeah, so my tension and everything was fine. With this particular crochet hook, I didn't really have to adjust it at all. I really liked that. The needle was a plastic needle. It worked just fine. There were, what was I going to say? Oh, here's the other hook. Same, it's the plastic. It doesn't say the size of the crochet hook on it. It's color coded in the instructions. So it's like, use the larger turquoise. No, it's the blue one. Use the larger blue hook or use the smaller turquoise hook is basically how they explain it to you in the instructions. Yeah, so the plastic needle worked just fine for the chenille. I'm sure I'll use that again. And then when it comes to the yarn, like I did really like the chenille. It did shed a little bit, but it wasn't like excessive. So I know the instructions said, I mentioned it in the previous video, that not to frog the chenille. I ended up having to frog a row and it did fine. Okay, so the instructions kind of gave me a little bit of fear when it came to frogging, but it frogged just fine. I mean, you don't want to be yanking on it like super hard is all, but there was plenty of yarn in the kit. That's always a concern for me when I do kits, is there going to be enough yarn? And there definitely was. I had extras of all the yarn. The little, this is the black that was used for embroidering the face. So without further ado, here is my, first of all, let me show you this is what the picture looked like, okay? And this is my little dinosaur dude. This is Dylan. So you can see his little nostrils right here, his little eyeballs, and all his little spikes down the back. He's super soft, and he worked up great. I'm happy with this kit. I think that this is a good kit. I would definitely buy another one. My kids have already requested that I make a larger version of him because he's so soft and snuggly, and they really liked him, but they just wanted him to be a little bit bigger. So I'll probably get some thicker chenille yarn to make a bigger version of him. And when I do that, of course, I'll share him, but let's give him a close-up. My review is, yeah, I love it. This is probably, of all the kits that I've done, I haven't done like a super lot of kits. What kits have I done? I did the kitty cat. What else did I do? I know I've done another kit. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember. But this guy, I'm a fan. So, Loops and Threads kits, they're good kits. So go, you can find these. I found this one at Michael's. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. But first, I want to mention that I mentioned in another video that I had some markets coming up. Well, I do have a market coming up the end of August. Okay, so you can come see me and all of my crochet animals. And that's what my husband calls my crochet stuffies, is crochet animals. And I'll have shawls and dream catchers and some kitchen items and all kinds of fun stuff. So you can come see me at the Buzzy Bee Night Market Friday, August 29th from 5 to 9 p.m. So it is a night market. It's at the New Realm Brewing Company, and that is 912 South Main Street, downtown Greenville, South Carolina. Okay, so if you're going to be in upstate South Carolina on August 29th, you can come see me. If you're already in the area, definitely come see me. I'd love to see you. So I'll put the flyer right here, okay? And I'll post it to my Facebook page as well, and I'll post it to my personal page. So wherever you watch or tune in or whatever, the flyer will be posted. Okay. So that's all I have for you now. I'm really excited about this upcoming market. I'm really excited how this guy turned out. But until next time, happy crocheting. I hope this video finds you happy and healthy and full of joy. Bye.